With Senators head coach Troy Mann for a bit of a midweek catch-up. The guys had a couple extra days off and then skills yesterday, but back at it today. What's the mood like, I guess, heading into the next 10-game stretch of the season?
Yeah, I think the mood's real good. I mean, obviously, you take 2 days away from the rink and can just got to come back to work, right? Got the split last week. Is it ideal at home? Yeah, you prefer to get 3 or 4 to 4, but I thought Saturday night was a good test for us. Toronto coming in first place, ahead of the class in terms of our division right now. And we know that we got a lot of work to do. So get back to work yesterday with some skills, specific work on some things we needed to work on. And I thought the execution in practice today was very, very good. We addressed some issues that we feel as a team we got to get better at yesterday in video, and followed it up with practice geared towards that video yesterday. And I thought it was real good. So hopefully have another strong practice tomorrow and have a good weekend.
We're at the 10-game mark, which I guess is the first point you can really start to maybe evaluate things a little bit. How would you evaluate the first 10 games for your club?
Well, I think it's been a little bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. Like, I think the power play's been real good at times. The PK was 4th in the league up until that road trip where we got kind of abused there in Milwaukee and Rockford. Anytime you have a game like Rockford, the stats are going to really take a turn for the worse. So you certainly sometimes got to isolate a particular game. But overall, I'd like to compete against Lehigh. Discipline has to be something we address going into Friday night. I don't care what system you play in the PK. When you're taking 8 minors a night, you can't sustain it. And so we got to be better. The great example is the Sabrin call Friday night. The league admits it's a wrong call, but you got to kill 7 minutes in the moment. We do that because a player sticks up for his teammate, and we get a shorthanded goal out of it. Consequently, those are the type of penalties you can kill. But the high sticks or penalties in the OZP or lack of discipline calls usually end up in your back of your net. And when a team like Toronto comes in with the first power play and you give them 8 tries, they're going to score power play goals, and they did. So that's a learning lesson for us moving forward. And so if we can start protecting the middle of the ice better in D-zone coverage and stay disciplined, keep our play a little bit more 5-on-5, I think we'll win some hockey games.
You had a couple guys still obviously on the injured list, few of them on the ice earlier today for informal skates. What are the updates on the guys who are hurt?
Well, on the good news front, Philly Daou and Bibo are both cleared to play Friday night. Obviously, Sogard's going to start Friday night, but Bibo will be available to either back up or play Saturday if needed. So that's good news on those 2 guys. Robbie Yervente, I wouldn't say had a setback today, but he did go on the ice in a tracksuit just to get a feel for it. So he's going to not return to the ice anytime soon. But the good news is Lodin is progressing very, very fast, which is excellent. Hope to get him on the ice in a practice by Monday, which when you hear 6 to 8 weeks, and maybe it's going to end up being 2 or 3, that's certainly positive news to get a high-skill guy like Lodin back. Aspero as well is progressing tremendously fast and could join the team in a colored jersey or an injured jersey color on Monday. And that's a huge progression, because when you look at the 4 guys that are out right now, they are impact players. Howerlick is a top 6 forward this level. Unfortunately, he's in a cast right now, but is skating to try and get his conditioning. But until that cast comes off and he starts shooting pucks, he's not going to be available. But when you have Lodin, Yervente, Howerlick, and Aspero, who I feel is a top 4 defenseman this level, it's going to impact your roster. So hopefully we can get those 4 guys back closer to the early December. And the good news is we only have 9 games and a lot of practice time in November. So it gives those guys not only a chance to heal and maybe get our roster as close to 100% as possible, but it also allows us to get practice time to work on our systematic play so we can win some hockey games.
And last